In question 2, we have to find the values of the unknowns x and y in each of the following diagrams. So let's look at the first part. In the first part, the unknowns are this angle x and this angle y. So to find x, we can use the exterior angle sum property of a triangle, which says that any exterior angle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. So 120 degrees, this exterior angle will be equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles x and 50 degrees. So we can write 120 degrees is equal to x plus 50 degrees, and from here we will get x is equal to 120 degrees minus 50 degrees or 70 degrees. So the measure of x is 70 degrees. And then to find y, this angle, we can note that this angle forms a linear pair with this angle which is marked 120 degrees. So y is actually quite easy to find. We simply subtract from 180 degrees, we subtract the angle 120 degrees and we will get 60 degrees. So in part 1, the value of x is 70 degrees and the value of y is 60 degrees. So this completes part 1. Now we come to part 2, in which the unknowns are this angle x and this angle y. And we can find y easily because we see that y is vertically opposite to this angle which is 80 degrees. So y we can write straight away as 80 degrees. And now to find x, we can apply the angle sum property to the triangle, to this triangle. The angle sum property says that the sum of the interior angles of a triangle will be 180 degrees. So we can say that x plus y is 80 degrees. So let me write 80 degrees for y plus 50 degrees. This sum should be equal to 180 degrees. So 80 plus 50 is 130. So from this equation, I will get x is equal to 180 minus 130 or 50 degrees. So in part 2, the value of x is 50 degrees and the value of y is 80 degrees. And this completes part 2. Now, one mistake that I have seen some students make in this question is to say that this angle 80, this is an exterior angle of the triangle, so this should be equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles 50 degrees and x degrees. And from there they obtain the answer, the value of x as 30 degrees. But do you see the mistake in this approach? Well, the mistake is actually very simple. The mistake is that this angle 80 degrees is not an exterior angle of the triangle. The definition of an exterior angle is an angle formed between one normal side and one extended side of a triangle. So in this case, at this vertex, at this point here, the exterior angles will be either this angle here or this angle here. So these are the exterior angles at this vertex and not this angle marked 80 degrees. So make sure that you don't make this same mistake. Okay, now we come to part 3. In part 3, the unknowns are this angle x, which is an exterior angle for the triangle, and this angle y. So x is easy to find. We can use the exterior angle sum property, which says that the exterior angle x should be equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles 50 degrees and 60 degrees. So x will be equal to 50 degrees plus 60 degrees or 110 degrees. Now to find y, we can either apply the angle sum property to this triangle by saying that the sum of the interior angles is 180 degrees, or we can simply note that x and y form a linear pair. So the value of y will be 180 degrees minus x. So y will be 180 degrees minus x and x is 110 degrees. So y will be 180 minus 110 or 70 degrees. So in part 3, we have the value of x as 110 degrees and the value of y as 70 degrees. So this completes part 3. Then we come to part 4. In part 4, the unknowns are this angle here, which is x, and this angle y. Now x is easy to find because x is vertically opposite to this angle marked 60 degrees. So we can straight away write x is equal to 60 degrees. And to find y, we can apply the angle sum property to this triangle. we can say that the sum of the interior angles of the triangle is 180 degrees. So y plus 30 degrees, 30 degrees is this angle, plus the third angle is x, which we have calculated as 60 degrees. So y plus 30 plus 60 will be equal to 180 degrees. So from here we will get y will be equal to 180 degrees minus, what will we subtract? So we have 30 plus 60 or 90 on the left side. So we will subtract 90 from 180. So we will get y equal to 90 degrees. So in part 4, the value of x is 60 degrees and the value of y is 90 degrees. And this completes part 4. Next we come to part 5. In part 5, the unknowns are x, and this angle y. Now we can see that y is easy to find because y is vertically opposite to this angle, which is indicated as 90 degrees. So we can write the value of y straight away. So y is equal to 90 degrees. And now to find x, we can apply the angle sum property to this triangle. We can say that the sum of its interior angles will be 180 degrees. So x plus x, these two angles x and x, plus the third angle y, which we have calculated as 90 degrees, this will be equal to 180 degrees. So from here we will get 2x on the left side, and on the right we can take 90 degrees to the right side and we will get 180 minus 90, or we will get 2x is equal to 90 degrees. And from here we will get x is equal to, so we divide by 2 on both sides, so 90 degrees by 2, and 90 by 2 is 45, so we get x equal to 45 degrees. So in part 5, the value of x is 45 degrees and the value of y is 90 degrees. And this completes part 5. Finally we come to part 6. In part 6, the unknowns are this angle x, which is marked here also and here also, and we have y marked here. So first of all, we observe that this angle which is marked x and this angle which is marked y, these two angles are vertically opposite angles. So we can straight away write x is equal to y. So whatever is the value of x will also be the value of y. Now if this angle is x, then this angle is also x, and we can write it as y also because x and y are equal. Similarly, if this angle is x, then this angle is also x because they are vertically opposite angles, and we can write this as y also because x and y are equal. So if you observe the interior angles of the triangle, so let me highlight the interior angles. So we have this angle y, this angle also is y, and this angle also is y. So the sum of these three angles should be equal to 180 degrees. So we can write y plus y plus y is equal to 180 degrees. So from here we will get 3y is equal to 180 degrees. So now we divide by 3 on both sides. So we will get y equal to 180 divided by 3, and 180 by 3 is 60. So we will get y is equal to 60 degrees. And because x is equal to y, so we will get x also equal to 60 degrees. So in part 6, the answer is that x is equal to 60 degrees and y is also equal to 60 degrees. So this completes part 6, and with this we have completed all the parts of question number 2. To learn more about how QMath can help you crack school and board exams, explore QMath Leap, a live online classroom program run by highly experienced and committed teachers.